Hello, Blue Bottle. How is the update so far? Update is pretty high. It's let me put it simply. If you were not a fan of POE in the past, you probably won't be a fan of POE 2 now. And if you were a fan of POE 2 in the past, you probably won't be a fan after this update. If you were not a fan back then, you probably won't be a fan now. And if you were a fan back then, you probably won't be a fan now. According to many people, not my words, they really their patch up. For me, there's a little bit of annoyance, but I'm still enjoying my time. Wasn't the whole point to not be POE, reskin, and there should be a combat in POE 2, not click erase half the map? You know what? That is what they wanted to do. But it seems like the community wants to turn POE 2 into POE 1. I will say though, that is a very good point he brings up. Wasn't the game supposed to be slower and not like POE, more methodical, more combat? If they were trying to achieve that, they fucked up since the day they released this in early access, because that shit has never been methodical. There's been no skill. It's just a slower path of exile with more annoying than anything. If you really want to approach this, take a note from No Rest for the Wicked. It is an isometric top-down view where your hits actually matter, and there's mechanics that make you feel like a skillful pro. This is not it. POE 2 did not hit the mark. They missed it. If the point was to make POE 2 feel more like a Souls game where it mattered if you swing your sword and you had to precise dodge at the right time, and then you do this and you shablam that and you counter with this and you parry at the right time, POE is not that. POE 2, no. They fucked up, they missed the mark. It is just a super more annoying POE 1. I'm kind of in a mixed bag of POE 2. I think I hate it more than I like it. But I'm also not, like, I'm not gonna rant about it. I'm still enjoying my time. I do give my opinion about the game, but I'm still enjoying it. I'm here because I'm enjoying it. Not because this is a paycheck. Yeah, if I wanted a paycheck, I'll go stream with something else that does better for me. Sad but true. No Rest for the maybe No Rest for the Wicked was POE 2 we needed. I mean that is true. So you have like two ways to look at this. If this game was supposed to be slowed and feel more impactful with every swing, be harder, be more like Souls games with a difficult bossing, they missed the mark. All they did was throw POE 1, put a new coat of paint, and threw mud on it to slow it down. It's POE 1 in quicksand with better graphics. So if they really did want a better game to feel slow and more methodical, I'm telling you guys, if you haven't tried it, No Rest for the Wicked is that game that POE 2 probably wanted to be, but they missed the mark. That is probably what they wanted to be, but they just didn't. No. But I don't know if the community, the POE 1 community wants No Rest for the Wicked. I don't think they do, though. I don't think they do, because again, it's still too slow for them. No Rest, POE community is so used to the power creep at this point of doing a super zoomer shit and going through the campaign quickly and then getting to maps and then selling your divines and your exalts and your mirrors. That's what they're used to. I don't know if they would like something like No Rest for the Wicked. If you enjoy POE 1, then a POE 2 is not worth it. Probably, yeah. The good thing about me is that I didn't have any well, never mind. I actually did have high expectations for this game. But it's not like I was a super huge fan of POE 1 to begin with. Problem with POE 1 for new players is too much to learn. And they didn't solve it with this game, though. It's just, it's 10% better with PoE 2, but it's going to get worse in like a couple more updates. It's going to get bloated again. It's going to become PoE 1. They didn't solve the PoE 1 issue with this game. If a new person was to come to me and says, hey, Elly, I really want to get my foot into ARPGs. What do you recommend for me to get started? What is the easier one? It's definitely not PoE 2. It's maybe 10% easier. Maybe 10% easier than PoE 1. But there's still a lot of issues there. Probably, Diablo 4 is the easy one. Let's be honest. We can shit all you want on Diablo 4, but that is the easiest one for new players to get into. And then you want to climb, and maybe it's Last Epoch. And from Last Epoch, then you probably want to do... I'm going to be honest. From Last Epoch, I think PoE 1 is probably easier. In terms of like learning everything that's in the game, PoE 2 is easier. But in terms of like difficultiness in general, I think people would leave PoE 2. I think the game is definitely more annoying difficulty than PoE 1. PoE is almost as complicated as PoE 1. I think so. People know how to play PoE 2 and still struggle in point 2. New people are doomed to fail. They will never finish the campaign. Yeah, this game is definitely the hardest ARPG. This is the hardest ARPG. And not in the way where you can gloat about it. You just have more patience. That's it. It's not hard because you have more skill. It's hard because you have more patience. Hey, you're going somewhere? Well, before you do that, can I interest you in maybe a like, a subscription, a comment? I don't know. Rumor has it that if you like, comment, and subscribe, something really happens. Something really good happens. And it makes me happy. And it makes me and my channel grow. So I would really appreciate it if you give me a like, comment, and subscribe. Oh, also, before you leave this video, have you checked out my Twitch yet? Twitch.com/Elly. Even if you don't frequent it a lot, I'm still going to put out YouTube content, but you can check me out on twitch.tv/Elly and hit me with a follow, as it does help me grow. And you know, these things are all free and can help me grow in my channel so I can put out more content and we'll do more stuff and pay my editor. My editor is currently down in the basement and we need to feed it. Yeah? How is that?